Many of us as gamers have found ourselves having to clear out the storage on our PCs or consoles to make room for newer games, and as of late, we've noticed that a lot of games tend to be just growing bigger and bigger in size. Well, you're not going to believe the size of this upcoming game. Well, if it weren't for the fact that I put it in the thumbnail and the title. I'm Fox, and this is RealMarcFoxx, your home for rational, reasonable, real gamers. Let's roll that intro.
I'm a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
Yeah, that's right. God of War Ragnarok, or as I like to call it, God of Woke, for featuring a young black female Viking character, because that makes sense, is
190 gigabytes.
What?
In size. Just think about how huge 90 gigabytes is massive. We've seen huge open world games be significantly less than 100 gigs. So you know what I think is going on here? I think these devs are getting very lazy. They don't care to make things convenient. They have no respect for our drive space on either the console or the PC, and they don't care how big their games get. I guarantee you, the vast majority of gamers are not going to need a lot of that space. There is no doubt, at least dozens and dozens of gigabytes that are dedicated to super high resolution textures that most gamers won't use because they're probably not going to 4K. And or spoken dialogue in multiple different languages that they're never going to use either. The solution here is really simple, and it's been done before. Include an option to download the ultra high resolution texture pack, and include an option to download additional languages. If you're releasing your game in the French territory, just include French and then give options for other languages as separate downloads. If you're releasing in the United States, give English, maybe Spanish as well, and then give an option to download other language packs. There is just no reason, other than absolute selfishness and complete disregard for the gamer, to package everything together in a nearly 200 gig download.
How dare you?
With no concept that most of these gamers won't use a large amount of that data. How many of you out there are playing at 4K in the highest resolution textures? Seriously, how many of you? Even I don't play at 4K.
And that I refuse to believe.
Sometimes I use the highest resolution textures, but in all honesty, even at 1440p, it's unnecessary. I could easily go down from the ultra high setting to just high and not notice a difference, because if you're not at 4K, you, for the most part, aren't going to see a big jump from the 1440p textures to the 4K textures. And 4K textures are massive, as we're seeing here. It's just not necessary. So again, we find ourselves in this situation where game devs and or publishers have no respect for us, for the limited space we have on our consoles and PCs, and instead they're just like, oh, we're just gonna package everything together and here you go, enjoy your 200 gigabyte file. Not only that, but many people have download limits on their home internet connection. I'm fortunate enough to not have a limit, but for those that do, downloading nearly 200 gigabytes for one game could eat up into up to 20-25% or more of their monthly allowance of data. So that means that just downloading God of Woke Ragnarok could mean that they have to pay more than the full price of the game. They're now paying for the additional gigs it costs them for that month in internet data usage. And on top of all that, not everyone has a super fast connection like I do. I have fiber. It downloads on Steam
Ultra fast.
Nerd! Even huge files move at breakneck speed on Steam. But many of you out there don't have that luxury. You may be waiting many hours to see your 190 gigabyte file downloaded.
People are suffering.
Granted, on the PlayStation 5 and probably Xbox Series X Pipe S, it may give you the option to play early, but most Steam games on PC don't have that as an option. So if you're on PC, you're waiting for the full download. And I'm not even sure God of Woke Ragnarok gives you the option to play early while it downloads the rest of the content. So again, super easy solution here, guys. Don't package all the dialogue packs together for every language in the world. Don't package all of the highest 4K resolution textures when the vast majority, up to even 90% or more of gamers, aren't going to use it. And even if they do use it, they won't even notice the difference because they're on a display less than 4K.
And that I refuse to believe.
And hey, if you didn't catch it live, I was on Reality Based with Ryan Roger Athay. So if you haven't seen it yet, go down in the description and you can watch the recorded video of our live stream. It was really awesome being there with him, and I hope to do it again soon. If you have your own show on YouTube and would like to feature me as a guest, I'd probably love to be there. So let's see if we can hook up. Platonically, of course. I am already married. Sorry, ladies. The modern games are too damn big. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here, but don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and tap that notification bell icon. And a huge thank you and shout out to Super Real Gamer Drunken Dwarf and Real Gamer Cornelius Noland. And consider joining the channel. It's as cheap as $1.99 and you get to enjoy all these special perks. Click join now. And if you want to support my channel in another way, consider picking up my novel New Tokyo. It's available on Amazon in Kindle, Kindle Unlimited, and paperback formats. Link in the description. And as always, my friends, for Fox's sake, stay real, keep playing, and never forget, yesterday's tomorrow is today's today.
Thing sucks!
This is all wrong.